Rao or Raghanni, as he was well known, was an engineer and entrepreneur. He specialized in electrical and civil and also tried a lot of innovation during his time. He actively worked privately and as a startup founder when startups were unknown, and did a bunch of things which are now mostly hygiene. He worked on mosquito repellent coil with some work with some collaboration with the Japanese. Then he built what is now called as ELCB, the power trip meter, way back in 1970s. The next few minutes I will talk not about his profession but a little more about his hobbies, and the reason we are and that's the reason we are here. I will start with music. One of the reasons we are running this concert is also because of his intense interest and understanding of both Hindustani and Carnatic styles of classical music. The picture I'm showing here is showing various albums. One of Ustad Amir Khan, Pandit Jasraj, Seman Gode Srinivas Iyer, and MS. All of these musicians were daily visitors to our house, in the sense he would constantly play any of these masters all the time. He had a great reverence for Amir Khan, Bade Ghulam Ali Khan, and the pantheon of singers of that time. He would listen to varieties of vocal, instrumental, both in Carnatic and Hindustani. He would many times he would take time out to explain the nuances and understanding of either side of the music to the appreciation uh, of the other side. And he would tell what are the differences and how it works in a certain way, and what is the bhava of each one of the frameworks, and so on and so forth. Nonetheless, he was a connoisseur in that sense. We will discover a little more of his music leanings later today. The next picture I'm showing is a bunch of Kannada and one English book. This is not about books, but it's the people whom he knew. Sharda Prasad was advisor to the plus advisor to the Prime Minister for 3 terms. Anant Murthy, maybe many of you know, was a famous playwright. A.N. Murthy Rao was also a famous author. Nittu Srinivas Rao was Supreme Court judge, Karnataka High Court judge, and former CVC. Prabha Atre was a musician. Now, what was common between all of them? My dad knew all of them personally, not as authors, but in person. Sharda Prasad's family, he was a family friend of my dad's. His eldest was Sharda Prasad, and hopefully the youngest is in the audience. Similarly, Anant Murthy was his college and school friend in Mysore. A.N. Murthy Rao and Nittu Srinivas Rao were elders to him, obviously, but he knew them through social connects and through his literary circles. Prabha Atre was a special musical friend whom he used to catch up during his early days in Bombay, and he stayed in touch for a number of years with her. In fact, recently I found her. When I was looking through his things, I found a visiting card of Prabha Atre. So that way he was in touch with musicians. The next one is actually about books. These are books which he used to read. As you can see, he read a wide variety of books: TVG, Frederick Forsyth, poems, and Jiddu. There are 4 corners of maybe human interest. So that it kind of displays the kind of interest he had, the kind of passion he had. We have a huge collection of books of all genres, especially in the spaces that you're seeing. The next one is an illustrated weekly of India collection. He was also a sports lover for many years, I knew, especially following tennis and cricket of very closely. So these are 2 copies of illustrated of Weekly, one dated 1987, other 1971. This is when Ramnathan Krishnan won an Indian tour of West Indies against 71. So he was a curator. He would preserve copies and cuttings of things that he think is. Lastly, this is a picture of a session we did last year in this very auditorium. Uh, uh, Through a friend of mine, I had got this contact of Irfan Zuberi, who's a musical biographist, and he's researching on Mansoor now, Mallikarjun Mansoor. So, because of him, we could get him to come and speak to us in a lecture demonstration model. We had very short notice, so we called a few people whom we knew and arranged it here. Irfan did a good job of explaining what Mansoor does and his quality of music and all that. At the end of it, Dad spoke to Irfan, exchanged musical notes with him, and also told him about his no understanding of Mansoor's music, and also how he has met him a few times and how humble he was. I thought I'll end it with this pic, which was the last time he came out for a music concert.